I feel alone and I desperately need some advice. I, 25-year-old male, have a girlfriend, 26-year-old female, who's special needs. Normally I wouldn't bring this up, but it is relevant to this story. She's pretty high functioning, but the main way her autism affects her is a really strong special interest in one specific fictional character. I've never had an issue with this, and I try to keep up with whatever's going on in the fandom for her and listen to her info dumping about her favorite character on a regular basis. About a year ago, my girlfriend got a body pillow of her favorite character. I didn't really have an issue with it, as we have a very large bed with more than enough room for something like a body pillow. The body pillow wasn't even that weird as far as body pillows go. It's just her favorite character, wearing her normal outfit on one side and a simple dress on the other. Definitely not weird compared to other kinds of body pillows out there. Recently, my girlfriend told me she's getting more covers and another pillow in her so she can have 2 body pillows to sleep with at once. I was more apprehensive about this, as our bed is big, but 2 5-feet-long pillows plus 2 people feels like it would be pushing it. She assured me that if it was really an issue, she could go back to only sleeping with one, or alternatively lay one of them Lincoln style and use it as a regular pillow, so I agreed to it once again. The real issue arose when the pillow covers actually arrived yesterday. She did get another cover of her favorite character, as I'd expected, but what I hadn't expected was that she'd also gotten a cover featuring her favorite character's dad. I'd always known she had a little crush on him, but I never thought it would go that far. Worse, this pillow isn't just him in a normal outfit like her original one. One of the sides fully has his weenie and testicles out for the world to see. I told my girlfriend that I'm putting my foot down, and I refuse to sleep in a bed with another man, even if that man is a pillow. She said that that's ridiculous, it's not like he's real, and one of the sides is SFWU, so if I'm really uncomfortable, she can just keep it flipped to that side. I said that I still don't feel comfortable with that. I know I wouldn't be able to forget the uncomfortably detailed weenie lying in wait on the other side of the pillow, especially if I have to sleep right next to it. She said she can put the pillow with her favorite character, who's female, between us, and keep the dad pillow firmly on her side of the bed. But I said I just don't want him in my bed at all. She's pretty pissed about it. Her body pillows are pretty expensive, since she has to get the art custom drawn and then custom printed, and it's not something you can return. The dad character really doesn't have any superfans other than her, so it's not like there's some other girl she can possibly try to sell him to either. I know she's been saving for this pillow a long time, so I do feel guilty saying she can't cuddle with it. Am I the idiot? Now here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. It sounds like you're generally very supportive of her special interest, but ultimately, her body pillow depicts another man naked. You're well within your rights to be uncomfortable with that, especially if the full frontal unclothedness isn't a feature of the character/narrative generally, but something your girlfriend has specifically commissioned because she has a crush on the character. That's going beyond just a special interest, and it sounds like you need to have a proper conversation with her about your boundaries. Comment 2. Not the idiot. Detailed weenie lying in wait, and I'm LMAO. Anyway, I think you're being pushed out of your shared bed space by her choice of pillows. That's seriously not fair. She either has to cut back or you two need separate beds. It's way too crowded there. 2's company, 3's a crowd, as the old saying goes. Comment 3. Let her hump her pillows in peace. No, but that's weird, app. Almost as cringe as bronies and furries. Besides being totally blunt about it, I have no idea what I'd do. I don't think the pillow itself would bother me as much as the GF wanting the pillow in the first place would. Not the idiot. Now, for the next story. My daughter is almost 4 years old and started a group music program 3 weeks ago. It's far from cheap. We pay $200 a month tuition plus $100 every 4 months in books/instrument rentals. Seems like a lot of money at almost 4, but it's one of the only programs in the area, and she loves the idea of singing, music, etc. Here is the issue. In her class of 4, 2 of the kids are disruptive. I believe them to be neurodivergent, but don't know for sure. One child talks constantly, runs around the room knocking stuff over, and yells, The other child just wants to sing the same song over and over and screams, cries if we don't. I understand that it's a wonderful skill to learn how to interact with people from all walks of life and actively try to teach my daughter that. We are currently learning sign language to interact with nonverbal kids, frequently discuss how some people use wheelchairs/crutches, or how all families look different. But in this instance, I'm getting frustrated. My daughter sits there quietly waiting to learn and is getting nothing out of the program. The parents of these two children don't address their kids' behavior or remove them for a breather if needed. The instructor is clearly frustrated and can't talk over the disruption. Today after class, my daughter said, "I just want to sing and play piano, but I can't at class." I explained how some people need different help or experience the world differently, but I'm also totally understanding of how her experience has been. Am I the idiot for writing in and asking for it to be addressed, or we will withdraw and want a full refund? Is there another way I should be handling this? TIA Comment 1. As a neurodivergent person, if your 4-year-old is sitting patiently while that's going on, she's more likely to be neurodivergent than the two you're calling neurodivergent. They are acting like typical 4-year-olds. And yeah, you're the idiot. If their behavior was atypical, it's still not reasonable to insist they be excluded. You're teaching your kid that some people have different needs, but she shouldn't be expecting to tolerate others' needs when they're inconvenient. Withdraw your kid from the program if she's not getting what she wants out of it, and get her private lessons instead. But don't make a stink because other kids are acting their age. Comment 2. You're the idiot. I work with small children, and the behaviors you describe in the post don't sound like neurodivergent behavior. They sound like 4-year-old behavior. Many children under the age of 6 have a hard time sitting still and/or regulating their emotions. If your daughter truly wants to undertake learning how to sing and play the piano, she should be taking private lessons. Group classes like that are more for socialization and learning rudimentary skills anyway. Comment 3. You're the idiot for ascribing neurodivergent tendencies to completely normal 4-year-old behavior. I have a 4-year-old myself, and it's bizarre that you would label children as if you were an expert because they don't align with your preferred behavior. My eldest has autism and would behave akin to your daughter, so take that as you will. Get private lessons and leave other children alone. Now for the next story. I was invited to my brother's wedding. Our relationship is okay. We don't talk much because we live in different parts of the world. The wedding was 2 weeks ago, and I flew in a week beforehand. I was not in the bridal party or anything like that. I also don't really have a relationship with his wife, so there should be no bad blood between anyone. The dress code was fancy. It didn't say much more. The only thing it said was no indigo blue dresses or white dresses, as well as no velvet red suits, as those were the colors of the wedding party. I hate dresses. I have not worn one since I was 13. For fancy wear, I only wear suits, pantsuits, one-pieces, etc. For my own wedding, I wore a very nice white pantsuit. For this occasion, I chose a normal black suit, vest, and suit jacket. White blouse, black heels, slick hair, some toned-down makeup. No tie, but a nice necklace. I looked good, but in no way bridal or upstagey. And to be honest, most men had the same outfit on, without heels, which is why it never crossed my mind that I was doing something wrong. Till after the food, everything was going well. I had noticed the bridal party bumping into me somewhat often, but shoot hit the fan when I took off my vest because I had spilled something on it. Then, the bride's family and friends started to be more hostile with me, culminating in the bridesmaid dumping red wine on me. I was mad, but I pretended like it was a genuine mistake and didn't say anything. Since then, my brother has called me 3 times, once to tell me that I really messed up his wedding, the second to demand that I apologize, and the third, which was like 4 minutes later, not even leaving me time to write his wife, telling me I am dead to him until I make this up to him. My husband and mother are bewildered by this. My father said I should have had more foresight, seeing as I am a woman and wore white to a wedding. Am I the idiot? Now here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. I too am bewildered. It sounds like your outfit was predominantly dark in color and obviously was not a wedding dress or bridal garb in any way. The behavior of those who were offended at the wedding is atrocious and disgusting. Even if you had indeed made the faux pas they seem to think you did, that would have been ridiculous and inappropriate treatment. I'm sorry you were held to that ridiculous standard. Does your family dynamic historically really involve statements like, "You're dead to me"? What does your brother even mean by making it up to him? They want you to grovel? I mean, they honestly just sound extraordinarily easily triggered, unkind, and mean. Comment 2. Not the idiot. I don't see how the white blouse of a pantsuit ruined his wedding. No one thought you were the bride, and many men were similarly attired. Sometimes people just want to be triggered, probably because the post-wedding lull is a bit of a letdown. Since you don't seem to normally have much of a relationship with your brother, it's up to you if you want to be bothered to apologize. I would go with something insincere like, "I'm sorry you found the white shirt of my suit more offensive than the white shirts worn by the men." A comment 3. I would have to see what you wore to say if I thought it should have been obvious, but I personally would not give a frick if someone wore a white blouse to my wedding, and I definitely wouldn't think they were trying to upstage me. I would be pissed if someone wore a white dress, though, and I think that is reasonable. I think it is very strange that the bridal party resorted to bullying you like you were in a high school hallway. I guess apologize, but you're not the idiot. Now, for the next story. I am 28 years old and was married to my ex-wife for 2 years before we divorced because I realized I was gay. I had been out as bi since I was 16 years old, as I knew I liked men but also liked women. However, I realized when I was 24 that I didn't like women. So I told my wife I wanted a divorce but said I was happy to co-parent our 1-year-old. She agreed. We both lived in London until recently when I moved to Switzerland to live with my now husband, and we got married there. I didn't invite my ex as she had a new boyfriend who my little boy and I don't like, and I knew he would definitely say something hateful at the wedding. I have complete custody of our son as he wanted to live with me and my ex agreed. Now our son was at the wedding and looked so smart, so I sent photos to my ex. She started messaging me and calling me, telling me I am so rude for not inviting her or even telling her. She said she wanted our son back with her, but I said no. Now, all her family are messaging me saying I am a jerk and should have told her. I don't know if I am or not. Note, the agreement about custody was in court, and she knew at the time I had a fiancé, so I don't know what she was expecting to happen in the future. Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Everyone sucks here. Everybody sucks here. Her outrage over not being invited to the wedding is silly. Taking offense at you not even telling her about it is pretty normal. If your relationship is such that you're sending photos to your ex-wife, then your relationship is also such that you should have mentioned, "Joe and I are getting married this weekend. I'll send some pictures of little Bobby in his suit next week." Comment 2. A simple getting married text would not have ended the life of you. If she's still involved in her son's life, knowing major life events are happening is a valid complaint. No need to invite her, though. Do we have a "can everyone just do better" tag? Sigh ETA. It literally says points up to post, no need to invite her. A lot of people seem mad. I said invite her when I said the exact opposite. Comment 3. Not the idiot since she already knew you had a fiancé. Congrats on the wedding! While you were under no obligation to invite her, you could have mentioned that the wedding was happening. However, from her reaction, she probably would have tried to crash it and cause a scene. Now for the next story. We're a one-income family. We have a 10-year-old and baby who's under a year old. I can't work due to health or chronic pain issues. My husband works full-time, usually 35, 40 hours a week. When I cook dinner, I make enough so my husband has leftovers to take to work the next day. He has the habit of eating what's supposed to be his lunch as a large nighttime snack before bed. We have plenty of stuff he can snack on or heat up that's not his lunch for the next day. Then he ends up eating out instead, and he hates fast food, so he spends $20, $25 on lunch each day. He eats his lunch as a snack. This adds up and makes money tighter for us. I get it's his income, but it's affecting the entire family. I've asked him to not eat his lunch as a snack, but he says he loves my cooking and can't help it, and I should feel complimented he enjoys it so much. I do appreciate he likes what I cook so much, but I also like knowing our bills will all be paid and we can afford gas, groceries, household supplies, and stuff for the kids without being in the red each week. Am I the idiot? Edit. If I make more for dinner, he will have 3 RD/4 dollar helpings. I do the grocery shopping and try to get everything I can on his snack list. He will still eat his lunch as a snack. Hubby is a recovering gambling addict and currently owes $100,000 in back taxes that I'm trying to also budget to pay towards each month. He currently works in retail making around $40,000 a year. He has a master's in economics and used to make $200,000 plus, but some bad decisions in life messed that up, and he ended up in legal trouble and can no longer work in his former industry. Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Not the idiot. Your husband is being irresponsible. And it's both of your money because you are caring for the children and household for both of you, just as he is caring for the income for all of you. Come up with a solution together. Either make more food when you cook and portion out 2 lunches worth for the fridge, or, if he just enjoys eating out, plan for the whole family to enjoy going out much less often than his every day, or learning not to eat huge amounts at night before bed, or something else. Edit. And maybe you should take over management of the finances and set a budget. Comment 2. Not the idiot. Having been in this position, the only thing that worked was sitting my husband down and actually showing him the numbers. Say he's eating out 3 times a week. That's $1.60, $75 per week, or $240, $300 per month, $2,880, $3,600 per year. Girl, that's a family vacation. That he's eating. That's a full month's or more rent/mortgage, simply because he won't save dinner leftovers for lunch and stop eating out. Lay out the actual cost of his snacking and give him a reality shock. It might help put things in perspective for him. Good luck. Comment 3. Wow, you really buried the lead here with the fact that this man owes $100,000 in back taxes and had a previous gambling addiction. There is absolutely zero reason he should be eating out with that much debt owed. Jesus in a Prius. Also, he should learn some self-control. All these suggestions of portioning out 2 meals, just know, this grown butt man needs to learn to restrain his impulsivity and leave his homemade lunch alone. Not the idiot. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.